news. So I kind of think it's weird for them to be like dropping some of this news, but essentially like there's quite some big news that they did drop, some affecting us in Australia, but this was part of like a little pre-E3 interview that Satya, Nadella and Phil Spencer, so the CEO of Microsoft and the head of Xbox Studios or Xbox itself, that and you know they've disclosed this previously, but you know they're just really confirming that they want to have xCloud on everything and get Game Pass on everything. So they're already in discussions with how do you just embed it into TVs. So how can you know the latest Samsung TV have xCloud essentially inbuilt into it.
And the latest Sony TV.
Maybe not, but the only thing extra you'd need is a controller at that space. And a lot of people will have controllers that will work via Bluetooth, even DualShocks and stuff like that. So, Swinny, I think, you took a long time to purchase that TV that you did. You'll probably be throwing in the bin in about a year's time. The other one is that affects us in Australia is we've had official confirmation that later this year, xCloud will launch in full properly in Australia and other territories, Brazil, Japan, and Mexico, amongst others. I think that's really, really cool because, they're also talking about how to get it into PC itself and onto iOS. And then finally, with all the studios that they have, they want to target having one first-party Xbox game a quarter, which is going to be kind of crazy. But it makes sense when you have 23 studios that you can actually have that kind of output. So Swinny, as the greatest Xbox shill in the world, you must be pretty happy.
None of this news makes me incredibly happy. It's pretty par for the course stuff for me.
Well, after spending so much money
Such
on a TV,
hater.
of course it's not going to make you happy.
Like we knew a lot of this stuff was coming, and all like one first party game per quarter. To me, that's like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Like they're not traveling on that path at the moment, so it is certainly an improvement. But it's almost like, with the amount of studios you have, like I'd be expecting 2 per quarter at this point.
Yeah, I hope they don't do what Ubisoft did last year, where they dropped like 4 games within the space of a quarter, and then they just get buried, like Phoenix Immortal Rising, if I said that name right.
Immortals Phoenix Rising, close.
What was it? Phoenix Rising?
Immortals Phoenix Rising.
What did I say?
You said Phoenix Immortals Rising, I think.
I thought I said Immortals Phoenix Rising, didn't I?
We'll hear on the playback.
I'm actually putting a little edit note in my thing.
It's like, stop the show. We're going to check the tape.
I put a little edit note so then I can look at the time code and then see if I was right. Then I'll gloat over you guys. All right. Well,
because you don't like to do that ever.
Never. All right. Let's get on to the next and final update. The Playdate. So we already had some information about the Playdate last week, so we covered a bit, but